without thinking that I would need 4 tracks to go up this coast. It's fine. I can make it work. I don't know how, but I can. Okay, so I have 4 lines, do I? Lots and lots of lines. This is a game where you try, fail, try again, fail again, then maybe succeed. I think you missed a few tries and failures in there, but yeah, I'm looking forward to exploring a bit more and seeing where I get to. I'm hoping as well, because this is the campaign, so it's not going to last for like 200 years, the game. So some mistakes that I make here, they're not going to carry forward too much, because hopefully I'll complete whatever objectives and defeat the evil people in New York, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C., whoever this line belongs to. That's my aim. I mean, I can try building that track now, but, well, to get the cloth down into Boston, but I don't know if it needs it. It has stock in the city, but where's it getting it from? If I go to the flow of goods, no, additional overlays, flow of goods, cloth. Right, so New York City has cloth. I think this is saying that Boston doesn't, even though it's 100% satisfied. It's the evil greedy train companies in the south. Yeah, those guys. Some cities have nearby farms, etc. that deliver without railways. Yes. Yeah, I'm aware of that. So cloth being a manufactured good, you can see here that this place is manufacturing 1.6, has 14 in storage. And yeah, it is, I think by road it's getting to Portland, but as far as Boston is concerned, it's not really getting any. I think it just has stock from before the game started. I mean, New York is also creating some. It's not clear though how that really makes its way. That's what the flow of goods is supposed to be here for. So you can see, as an example, if I click on cattle, it says 4.8, and if I hover near it or on it, it shows you that some is making its way to both of those locations. Or if I hover on Boston, it shows you that it's coming from this location. That's what the arrows are. But with the cloth, if I hover on Boston, it's just, there's nothing coming in. Hovering on Portland shows that it's coming in from up here, but that's probably by road. Anyway, so I could connect up to Boston, New York, to get my cloth. Or I could create my own industry, because one makes cloth. I mean, I'll just connect up here. Anyway, the next thing I should be trying to connect, because of the connection bonus, is Albany. That is my opinion. What does Albany want? Albany also has beer, which is useful because I will need beer in Boston. So having extending this as a freight line to get beer could be good. Let's see if we can make that happen. I think it's not a bad idea to use the top 2 tracks, given that we're going up again. It will need to cross the river, and in fact, to do this, I need to build a station. And we're assuming that we're going to cross the river, although maybe it's not best to cross at this angle, because then we're going to get a long crossing. We wanted like a relatively short crossing. What I did understand is is how the lines are going to function. I mean, where they deliver them, what they are delivering to each city. Let me plonk down this station, and then I'll see if I can help you understand. I may not be able to. but I can maybe try. Hey Detroit, welcome back. How you doing, Detroit? If you have 40 cities in a row, I think... So the people and the passengers, they have a destination anyway. So you can see from this list, it's showing that if you're in Boston, which is a city, if you want to go to Portland, then the average travel time is 5.5 days. And it's showing that there's 14 passengers per week who want to go from Boston to Portland. And then there's another 7 who want to go from Boston to Bangor. But they would have to, it takes them approximately 12 days, and they would have to change at Portland. Same for mail. There is already like predetermined how much wants to go somewhere. So if you, it says 498 are waiting for transport, but I'm not actually going to get 498 going on this route because most of those 498 want to go to all these other places. Or, plus 147 per week. So I think if you added all these up, I assume that would add up to 147. Maybe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 at Pittsburgh. 18, 20, 21. So yeah, 21 times 7 is 147. Some quick maths for you. So yeah, that's how that works out. So if you have a train which can take 100 passengers and mail to Portland, between Boston and Portland, it's not going to be full. It will just take some. So you really need to, have a line that goes all the way. Me having a train, a line which goes from here to here and here to here probably isn't that useful. But I don't know that because I'm not very good at this. Having only played the tutorial. But I think that's how it works. As for like the freight goods, again, they have a destination. So I think if this is full, it just won't load it. Like if you are full on livestock, there is an amount of stock in the city, and there is an amount of warehouse space. So if the warehouse is full, like here as well, export warehouse. If you have a construction building, the construction building will stop producing if this is full. So I need to be exporting the meat really from here to somewhere else. But also actually Portland, for some reason, is also creating meat. But Bangor does not. Yeah, then they're not. But if we look at the flow of goods, they're probably getting meat by road, and probably just enough. I don't know if that means that's consumption. Yeah, but if Bangor produces beer and Portland and Boston wants it, how do you know that both cities get what they want? I guess it comes on first come, first serve. So I think this one, well, let's use cloth as an example. It's got 14 in the export warehouse. It would create 1.6 every turn. So if anything, it just wants to clear the stock. So it'll probably take, 7 down here, because there is demand for per week. Demand per week is 0.2. So and there is some storage space. So it would at least try and fill it up because it knows there's demand, so it would fill up the storage to meet that demand. Because the demand is only 0.2 per week, you only need like 1 coming every 5 weeks. So you probably fill that up relatively quickly, at least based on the current size of the city. So then you'd have still some left over here and some capacity down here to store some. So then, some will trickle down. If you had a train route, it would decide, I'd like to get the cloth from here to here. It's something along those lines. In the tutorial, it was a very short sentence, but it said that the destination is based on how it can, if it can flow there. and therefore will only start making the journey if it can. Something along those lines. Again, only just started, so I can't actually be certain that's how it works officially. But, and there's, you know, multiple mechanisms at play because there is the road route and then there's the rail route. Although I think if you put a rail in there, it removes the road route unless your rail completely stops working. Seems hard. I need to play it a bit ready to understand. Yeah, like most things, it's a learning curve. I mean, yeah, it's play it and you'll maybe get used to it. I am playing it. I am maybe getting used to it. You tell me. You know, because before I was trying to place this track without having a station on this side, which is not helpful. Is that going to want to come up? Like, I may want to go up there. So let's possibly not use the first two. Just in case. I know, I'm going to cause problems for myself. Okay, so this is a very expensive route because... And also it has a tight bend. It's got a tunnel and it's got a bridge. How can we get around to that? So you'll see from the contour lines that it is just steep, and it doesn't get better. It really doesn't get better. If we go up here, because that's higher. So to go around it, I'd have to go like all the way down to New York, maybe, and come up here. Just to go across. So the current cost of this is 1.3 million, which I can't afford. Can I do some minor changes and it gets better? That's getting worse. Okay, so drastic changes. And I can't go into this territory because tracks that start or end outside of a city may not touch a city. What does that mean? Start or end outside a city may not touch. All right, so if I touch it, I'd have to go into it and... Okay. So I could do that. That's at least cheaper. And that's 500,000. I still don't actually have enough for this. It's more expensive again. So the cost, what I got it down to, like 530. It's the cheapest I've seen it. 528. I mean, that's not a bad route. I just don't have enough for it. Can I keep this, like, in my planner? I mean, it's cheap. It won't be quick to drive that compared to going straight through the mountains, but I can't build it. So if I just close it and then I open up again, it's still there. But if I ever want to build another track, I will have to get rid of it. Anyway, so given that we don't have enough money for that, can I invest in the other company? I could. Trading company shares currently not possible. Okay, so I'm not allowed to. Let's let the game proceed. Hopefully, things will start to happen. Activate your first train line. Oh, more achievements is what I'm reading. Again, they're appearing here because of the, you know, the whole achievements thing, but you can't see them because they're on a different screen, apparently. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of the contours so I can maybe actually see things. Right, where are the lines? So we do have trains moving. You can sleep. Thanks for the advices. Maybe stop by another day if you stream this. I hope you have fun playing. Thank you very much for joining and for following. Yeah, do enjoy the game and have a great night and a great sleep. We have a newspaper. What does a newspaper do? Flamingo Rail Inc. has fastest train. Is that me? Am I Flamingo Rail? Or is that someone else? I mean, this is the Boston... Grasshopper reached 24 kilometers an hour. I don't have grasshoppers, do I? I have John Bull. Right, Boston and Albany Railroad imports John Bull. I'm the Boston in Albany. Mystery tour. Transport 100 passengers. The demand for the imported good meat has been reduced because it has reached the maximum stock level. Fair enough. I also got a whole bunch of connection bonuses. Which ones? I got Portland. I haven't got these two yet. That's because the train hasn't arrived, I guess. But maybe I got enough money to complete that track to Albany, so I should just hit complete on that. I'm slightly concerned now that I've chosen this route down here. That I don't want to use the first one. So can I change that? Yes, I can. But that's made it much more expensive by about $50,000 or gold coins. It's not very clear. It looks more like gold coins than dollars, but I don't know if I need to change it. 578 is where we are. Oh no, why did I move it? There needs to be an undo button. Please undo. Okay, there's a sweet spot over here. 5 there. That's where it probably was before. But, and as well, 573, 572, 571. Yeah, I mean, we're just talking like pennies now. No need to do that. Okay, but I've moved it across a couple, at least. And we can build that. Actually, am I happy with this one? It's going slightly further down now, but there are more options to go down here. That's fine. Build the track. We could duplicate it, or that would cost too much. Oh, it costs much less. Oh, there's also a tunnel in there. What is that just because it was very close to needing a tunnel, so it's now got a tiny tunnel. I mean, that's quite cute for a tunnel. I almost want to build it just for the tunnel. And which one is it going on? It's gone onto that side. Maybe I wanted it to be on this side. Cancel that. Track construction. This one. Track. How do I move it? Because it's, I want it to go the other way. Delete planning. Okay. And then, okay, so if I just do it this way, hopefully it will use the same line. And it seems, is that more expensive? 281. Before it was like only 34. Is that because I came out of it? I don't know. If I had stayed in it, would it have been as cheap? We will never know. I mean, we could know. All I need to do is do the other way again. Yeah, that's 187. But was it that cost? I can't remember. I knew it was cheaper. I can't remember exactly how much cheaper it was. It's fine. We'll deal with the one track for now. Or not. That will clearly ruin things. I don't know how to plan around one track. Okay, so we're going to build the... Oh no, we don't have the cash for it. It's fine. We'll wait. We'll get a bit of cash. Then we'll do that. We'll just have a single train that runs all the way. Oh no, this is only a freight line. Okay, so we may need to build a couple of tracks from Boston down to Davis Terminal. Or at least one. So if we build this track from here to here, yeah, that's relatively cheap. So we can build that, and then, yeah, we can't afford the one next to it. That's fine. But then we can put a new line between, and we're going to make it the mix one. Yeah, sure. We're going to make it express. And it's just going to go from Albany. Oh, I just created a line with nothing on it, didn't I? How do I edit that line? Davis Terminal to Boston. How do I list all my lines? Anyone? City list rail lines. Or maybe it didn't actually build it. Average revenue per train. I'm losing money on that one. Is that just because it hasn't actually reached there yet? Yeah, it's going the wrong way. Okay, but did I buy that train then? Am I being stupid? No. Bangor, Portland, Boston, Portland, Boston, Stevens stop, Davis Terminal, Boston. Okay. I'm going to put a new line in between Albany and Boston. It will have a mixed train. It's just going to do express for now. We can worry about beer and stuff when we've got more money. And the route of your rail line that are clear for both directions. The route offers no alternatives. If there's more than one train on the route, there will be conflicts. I mean, yes, I do want to confirm that in a second, but I just want to check that it's using the third line. Yeah, okay. That's what it looks like. It's using line up to Davis Terminal, and then it's using the third one, which is not earmarked for the other two. Confirm, confirm. Right, and we will press play. Boston and Albany Railroad increases track length over 1,600 kilometers. Yep. That's me. I do need to check my trains. So this one here, you haven't got any goods on you. For what reason? You're a mixed train. You're going to be loading freight. No, I'm not trying to edit the route. I mean, I know I'm in the edit route button. But, freight cars. Train station. Like, it has... This was the train station. It does have access to the lumberyard, because it says so. Is it just... How do I see the number of goods available? I can make it a maintenance depot, or I could add a restaurant. Can shorten dispatch time. I'm just confused why it's an empty train. Similarly, the train here, that one is full. That one's full of sugar. Is it just because Boston is full on the goods? It has some lumber, but it could do with more. Anyway. Well, we'll hit play. Boston Albany Railroad full steam ahead. Jump will reach 33 kilometers an hour. Have an express train at your disposal. That's me. Mr. Express. For, you know, various reasons.
Great. My company owes you.
owes me... Alright, so I've delivered 8 loads of sugar, which is good. It says livestock is also offered at the lumberyard. If necessary, you can prioritize wood by selecting the station in the station list of the rail line. Small breakdown. I mean, A, that's annoying. How do I stop that from happening? You're losing me money. Right. By locomotive, by time wasted. Well, clearly they're just time wasted here. No, it's like, I wanna... in the rail lines, Albany, Boston, Davis Terminal, yeah, this one. So if I copy, edit the rail line, it should load freight, lumber. Oh, you can choose priority, so I choose that as the priority. Use train tracks, 708. Can you change it? I suppose you can change it here, but it's not changing it for the... it's not actually changing where your track is laid out to. Fine. Minimum number of wagons. I just don't understand why it didn't... Train line only enters the station of Boston to turn around. Is it? Like, it loads freight. It should also offload the freight. If you're in chat and you understand the game, feel free to maybe try and explain what it's going on about. What I have here, what I thought I had, is a line that goes from Boston to Stephenstock and back. It should be... I'm just going to confirm that. Anyway. It was already doing this. Okay, fine, there's a breakdown on the line. Anyway. But it's... There's nothing on this train. And Stephenstock itself has both livestock and lumber. And I would have thought that Boston would like to get both of those things. It has demand, even if it's a small amount, for lumber and livestock. Although it does have some in stock, I would still expect it to, you know, bring in more. Maybe it says, I'm full and I have enough for the next 6 weeks, therefore I don't need any. Maybe. Anyway, we joined up Albany as well. Where's that train got to? We can follow along that train. Although it's on a slightly odd track, is it? No. That's fine. Condition of the locomotive is 81%. I assume it'll be able to get to Boston, but maybe it won't be able to get back to Albany. So maybe I need a maintenance depot in Albany as well. Construct city buildings. Oh no, station. I need the station highlighted. And extend the station. Can also have a post office. Increases revenue from mail posted at the station by 20%. A market hall. Like, 20% for 50,000. Should, in theory, pay for itself back relatively quickly, shouldn't it? Let's do that. Post office. I mean, track's probably more important, but sure, let's go for it. And now we can build the other track. Can I? No, you have to have special permission to do things. Is it because something is already in planning? Right, this was already in planning. Fine, that's why. I mean, I will need that route. So am I happy with that cost? 281,000. If I just wait a few seconds, will I get it? Yes. Quick, build it. Bonus for new connections as well, for like joining up Albany. Yes, I think it was that. You're still broken down. Is it going to is it going to fix itself? Do I need to do something? Ride along, edit, delete rail line. Yeah, one train failed, therefore I delete the rail line. Personnel, engine speed. Engine shed. Aging effect. Alright, I can make it look old. Or I can make them different. I see. How many innovation points do I have? Per month, 60 in addition. So I should be trying to do things. Larger warehouses. Foundations. Make bridge construction easier. Well, I just built a bridge. So I don't need that just yet. And for these, I need more innovation points than I currently have. So maybe it's not a bad thing that I haven't spent it on these because I don't need those things just yet. Because you want to get yourself up this line. Is this a side route that you would go along those lines, but this is the main route. I assume you can't go along there and into here and bypass these things. That is an assumption. If you know differently, let me know. Okay, so I'm fine to not spend those things if I do need to go this way. Speedometer is the efficiency of the driving operation can be increased by continuously measuring the current speed. Agreed. And that just increases the maximum speed of all early locomotives up to and including the John Bull. So that's that one. Basically just the two of them, isn't it? Fine. I'm not going to spend anything on research just yet then. So we still have the connection bonus for that, even though I still don't understand why it's not really connected. And what we're going to do then, we're going to hit play. We're going to add the extra line, the extra bit of track, even. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that the Albany train, the track that we just added a second ago, can go back and forth. So yeah, build that track. In fact, we're probably going to build like another couple in there as well, so that we can get freight going between Albany and Boston. Or we could just make that the freight line. We need to add track direction, don't we? Not so that they're both the same way. That needs a grid iron on it. And the same at this end. But it doesn't need to be a 4 grid iron. How do I make it just the 2 grid iron? Station grid iron must be set up further away from the train station because there is not enough space here. Yeah, but I don't want 4. Or maybe I do. I just want the 2. Number of tracks, here we go. 2. Max? No, 2. So yes, that will just do these 2. Ah. It helps to read the things on the screen if you want to know what to do. So these 2 lines are completely separate from those lines, but if needed, they would swap over in Davis Terminal, if needed. Yeah, I mean, I maybe not now. Actually, that line, the Albany-Boston line. Because it's such a long trip, if I look... Well, no, we'll just add the train to it. Like, we'll have to edit the route, edit the rail line. So to ensure that it goes on the right tracks and stuff. Okay, so you can move things up. So basically I can add a waypoint. And say... Well, on the outward from Albany, you're going to stop here. And also probably tell it to use this bit of track here. And that one up there. And then on the way back, you're going to use that one. And whichever one is moving in. There. I think that's fine. So we'll confirm that. Your train line runs on a long sections without direction and tracks with... On long sections without direction and tracks with direction. To avoid waiting times on these tracks, you should avoid such combinations. Alright, because I've set the direction here, but I haven't set it on the other one. I'm going to hit yes, but I also then should pause the game maybe. Set the direction. Yes, on these ones. It looked like it had direction. I can't remember which way I set it now. If I edit the line. Yeah, it has that one going in. I mean, it's worked it out. Maybe because I helped it work it out. If I look at the train direction, I think that's correct. If not, the game will shout at me. And if you're out there thinking that it's wrong, feel free to shout at me. Having now opened that up, I should maybe add another train. Because I only have the one train. So I can add a train and confirm that. Fact. Waiting for deployment. Okay. Maybe it would be nice if it went to Boston. There isn't actually a lot of passengers and cargo going between the two. Oh yeah, that's what I also needed, because I'm not sure if I added a supply tower. Don't know how many of these you would need. I think this is a good point for it though. Like, maybe I should have another one. Right, this Stevens stop line, we're going to look at it. Because so far, it's doing a very good job of losing me money. Okay, so he comes into the station, obviously empty because there's nothing, and he's just turning straight around again. Mixed use, loading freight, loading express, loading automatic. Let's just say automatic. Confirm. What's going on? Right, I have a feeling we're going to delete the rail line. Are you sure I want to delete the rail line? I mean, yeah, but do I keep the train? Compensation. I feel like I lost money from the train, but it's fine. We're not going to accept the route unless it says, yeah, you're going to, you know, have a great route here. So if I list my rail lines, just confirm it's not in there. I have Albany, Boston, Bangor, Portland, Boston, Portland, Davis Terminal, yeah. Fine. So we're going to create a new line. And that new line, it's going to... Let's maybe just do it the simplest way. It's going to start in Stevens stop. It's going to end in Boston. It's going to work out which tracks to do. I'm not going to set the waypoints on there. I'm going to choose the locomotive. Even if it means buying a new one, apparently. And it's going to have automatic cargo loading. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like, and if you think you would enjoy more, then please subscribe, or even join me live on Twitch. Whilst it's cliche, all of these will help the channel. On screen is something carefully curated, or something the YouTube algorithm suggests, or maybe even both. In any case, have a great day.